Stafford Memorial Poetry Award for his book, Selected Poems, 1970-2005. Floyd is no stranger to the Pacific Northwest Book Awards, winner of a 2006 book award for his book of poems, Approximately Paradise. One is tempted to think of him as solely a poet, but one would be wrong. This collection firmly marks his place as a triple threat: poet, novelist, and creative nonfiction writer. Floyd's poems are wide in their breadth of subject, from a walk in the woods of Western Oregon to the cognitive impairments he experienced when a rare virus attacked his brain. Floyd has most recently published his third memoir, The Wink of the Zenith. Floyd continues to write in Portland, Oregon. Please join me in welcoming Floyd Skloot.
Thank you, Scylla. I published 15 books and have won this twice, and now I figured out how these awards work. I have to publish a book the same year that Garth Stein. When is your next one coming in? I have a great deal to be thankful for, and top of the list is the love I share with Beverly, my wife, who is the subject of so much of my work and the inspiration for so much of it. And I know you're not supposed to do poetry readings here, but I'm so neurologically impaired that I wrote the wrong page number down for this poem. Please turn off the clock. This doesn't count. Nights like this, you could tell me time is porous as gauze, and I would believe you. Tell me tonight has always happened and always will be happening, since nothing I know any longer says no. Whisper it, and I would believe you. Tonight, the breeze cooling us comes from the place where dreams are harbored. Say this moment when winter swivels into spring is Genesis writ small. Say light is the center of darkness, and I would turn to it like a flower, following your hand across the heavens as it finds the north celestial pole. Beverly also is a gifted artist, and her work is, believe me, it's tiny, but the real painting is a lot bigger than this. Adorns this book and all my other poetry books for the last few years. And she's also my first reader, so she is responsible for any of the poetry failures that I have, as well as whatever successes. I'm also blessed to have a daughter, Rebecca Skloot, who is 36, and will be publishing her first book a year from now. It'll be the lead title from Crown, and I expect you all to please show it in the front. It's hard to believe that she could be 36 years old. This is her when she was 3. She examines her hand, fingers spread wide. Seated, she bends over her crossed legs to search for specks or scars, and cannot hide her awe when any mark is found. She begs me to look, twisting at her mirror, at some tiny bruise on her hucklebone. Barely awake, she studies creases her arm developed as she slept. She has grown entranced with blemish, begun to know her body's facility for being flawed. She does not trust its will to grow whole again, but may learn that too, freeing herself to accept the body's deep thirst for risk. Learning to touch her wounds comes first. I'm also lucky in having an independent publisher, Tupelo Press, that said to me, not only would you like to publish a selection of your poems with us, but take as many pages as you'd like. In a marketplace like this, where poetry is such a hard sell, where every page costs the publisher so much, they gave me liberty to do as I saw fit, saying only they wanted me to be happy with the product, and then designed and produced a gorgeous book for me. And independent publishers, like independent bookstores, are truly the lifeline. My work is published either by independent publishers or by university presses. And whether it's poetry, whether it's memoirs, even whether it's novels, and I've published 4 novels, and all those presses that publish those novels are now out of business. And I know it's my fault, but I try to not have that. But it's you guys who have given my work exposure. You guys whose faith in the work, whose willingness to put it in the hands of readers, has given me whatever readership I've got. I want to close just by saying I was in Borders the other day by accident. And I just, again, accidentally went to see which books of mine they might have shelved. And they had a surprising array. They had one of my novels and 2 of my memoirs, all shelved on the poetry shelf.
Floyd used to live near my bookstore and would come in, and I think we always shelved everything properly.
That was my point.